Did you know that on January 17th the world was forever changed by icons, disasters, and even a couple of quirky national holidays? No, this isn't just another regular Wednesday. It's a day filled with fascinating stories that will make you see history in a whole new light. Stay tuned, because in the next 10 minutes we're diving into everything from famous birthdays to catastrophic events, revolutionary inventions, and even a few things you'd never expect. First, let's meet the legends born on this very day. January 17th has witnessed the birth of some of the world's most influential figures. Buckle up, because this is where the begins. Born in 1964, Michelle Obama changed the narrative around leadership, health, and education. As the First Lady of the United States, she became an icon for empowerment, especially for young women worldwide. Her initiatives like Let's Move and Reach Higher continue to inspire millions. What's the one lesson you think we can learn from Michelle's story? Let me know in the comments below. Next, we have the one, the only, Muhammad Ali. Born in 1942, Ali wasn't just the greatest boxer of all time. He was a trailblazer for civil rights, a true champion of courage and resilience. His quote, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was," might be something you've heard, but did you know it was born on January 17th? Tell me, which of his quotes resonates with you? Hold on tight for this one. The notorious gangster, Al Capone, was also born on January 17, 1899. Known for his role in the Prohibition era, Capone became a legend in his own right. His criminal empire not only left an indelible mark on Chicago, but his story still inspires books, movies, and documentaries. What do you think about the gangster life? Does it fascinate or disgust you?
Let's talk about Benjamin Franklin Day. On January 17th, we celebrate the birth of one of America's founding fathers. Born in 1706, Franklin was a polymath who contributed immensely to the fields of science, politics, and diplomacy. He invented the lightning rod, bifocals, and even a musical instrument called the glass harmonica. And let's not forget his role in drafting the Declaration of Independence. So raise a glass to old Ben. Without him, the world might be a very different place. Now, moving on to International Mentoring Day. This day encourages us to recognize and celebrate the importance of mentoring. Mentors guide us, inspire us, and help us grow. Whether it's a teacher, a coach, or a friend, mentors play a vital role in shaping our lives. So take a moment today to thank those who have mentored you, and maybe even consider becoming a mentor yourself. After all, passing on knowledge is one of the best gifts you can give. But if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by the new year, don't worry. January 17th has got you covered with Ditch New Year's Resolutions Day. Yep, you heard that right. Today is the perfect excuse to let go of those unrealistic resolutions and set more achievable goals. Instead of aiming for drastic changes, focus on small, manageable steps. Remember, it's all about progress, not perfection. Now, here's a historical tidbit for you. January 17th has been involved in several wars. During the Quasi-War with France in 1797, tensions were high between the United States and France. On January 17, 1797, a naval engagement known as the Incident of the Insurgente and the retaliation took place, highlighting the strained relations between the two nations. This conflict, though lesser known, played a crucial role in shaping early American foreign policy. And let's not forget the lesser-known anniversaries and events that make January 17th even more intriguing. For instance, in 1929, Popeye the Sailor Man made his debut in the comic strip Thimble Theatre. And in 1945, the Soviet Union began its final offensive against Nazi Germany during World War II, marking a significant turning point in the war. So there you have it. January 17th is not just another day on the calendar, it's a day rich with history, celebration, and reflection. Whether you're honoring Benjamin Franklin, thanking a mentor, or simply re-evaluating your resolutions, take a moment to appreciate the significance of today.
But hey, January 17th isn't all about celebrations. It's a day that has also witnessed devastating events, making it one for the history books, for better or worse. On January 17, 1997, the skies above Cape Canaveral were filled with tragedy. A Delta II rocket carrying the GPS NICEUR-1 satellite exploded just 13 seconds after launch. Can you imagine the panic and confusion on the ground as 250 tons of rocket debris rained down? This tragic incident serves as a reminder of the risks involved in space exploration, a moment we'll never forget. In 1995, Kobe, Japan, was struck by one of the most powerful earthquakes in recent history. January 17th marks the day that changed the lives of thousands. The devastating quake measured 7.2 on the Richter scale and led to the loss of over 6,000 lives. How many of you were aware of this? Leave a comment if you've ever been affected by a natural disaster. Now let's switch gears a bit. January 17th also marks National Bootleggers Day in honor of the start of Prohibition back in 1920. A time when the Volstead Act took effect, banning alcohol across the United States. And guess what happened next? Bootleggers turned into legends as they found creative ways to break the law and keep the parties going. Imagine living in a world where your favorite drink was illegal. Wild, right? Now let's talk about the fun side of January 17th. Did you know that it's also a day to celebrate kids and their brilliant ideas? On this day, we honor Kid Inventors Day. Because let's face it, some of the world's greatest inventions came from the minds of young people. Ever dream of inventing something? Well, today could be your day. Oh, and let's not forget about National Hot Buttered Rum Day. Can you imagine sitting by a fire with a warm drink in hand on a chilly January night? Sounds like heaven, right? So, here's a thought. What's your favorite drink to sip on when you need to warm up? Drop your answers in the comments. So, there you have it. January 17th isn't just a random day on the calendar, it's a day filled with legendary birthdays, powerful events, and quirky celebrations. But, I have to ask, did you know about all these stories before today? There's so much more hidden in the history of every date. And if you want to know what went down on January 16th, don't miss my previous video. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a comment, hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next legendary day we uncover together. Until then, keep exploring and keep learning. The world is full of stories waiting to be discovered.